All right, so we got a little bit of a lightweight situation here because Squirrel Tribe has this drink from Taylor at Margaritaville, or
No, it's called Lone something or other.
and she cannot finish it.
Yes.
Side note, you get your money's worth at the, what is this called?
Lone.
Lone.
Nope, it says Margaritaville. I told you it's an offshoot of Margaritaville.
All right, it's right next to Margaritaville. There's Margaritaville. And this is Lone something. I'm not quite sure. I'll find you. I'll find you. But folks, I want to let you guys know. The last thing I want to do is lie to you guys about what's happening. And what I'm seeing happening is literally a purge. Now, not quite the purge that you guys may have been expecting or have seen other channels report on. But this purge is of the wipeout of the middle class, basically. Because what I'm seeing here is the quintessential of how our economy will continue on and sustain its ability to produce profits and revenue despite changes in our economy and ill effects to those who don't quite qualify and fall into the category of above middle class. So basically, prepare, beware, as the prices are going up and the consumers, the shoppers, the spenders are lining up and waiting to spend that money without any hesitation, without any questioning of the price or the value. Now, granted, I do think the value is there, but we're here at Universal Studios at City Walk. If you guys can see that. I don't know if you've ever been to City Walk before, but I just tried to, granted, now this is late. I don't know if my illumination will show up on my Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean right now, but it's a late. It's 8:35 on a Tuesday night. Granted, this is spring break, but for the international travelers, spring break doesn't affect them, okay? And I tried to get a reservation, or at least a table, at Cowfish. Now, Cowfish is a extraordinary restaurant, which I don't know if you guys have ever had the opportunity to visit Cowfish, but Cowfish is unlike any other, and we like Cowfish for their assortment and, most importantly, their sushi. And I approached the hostess at Cowfish and I said, hey, I would like a reservation for 3. She says, I am sorry, sir, but we are booked for the night. Therefore, we have changed our plans and we are now going to American Fire, I don't know what it is, American Fire something. But the simple fact of the matter is that we are now in the state of a global economy. Let me break that down to you. A global economy means that these businesses, depending on how they're structured and where they're situated and their target market, do not rely on those of only the consumers and shoppers and folks who will spend money with their establishment here locally in the US of A. Therefore, that means that we could possibly be in the midst of a US-based recession. However, these businesses will continue to thrive. They will continue to make money. They will continue to turn profits hand over fist, despite how the economy locally affects the income, the employment status, the changes in currency, CBDC, central bank digital currency, FedNow, whatever it may be, all of which are designed in a way to track, trace, and tax the American taxpayers more so than they've ever been before. This is Grill NBC Brew. I don't know what that is. I've never been here. It looks like a super upscale ESPN Zone. If you ever been to ESPN Zone in Atlanta. Side note, ESPN Zone in Atlanta had the best, in my opinion, the best fall off the bone ribs you've ever had in your life, besides Bricktop, which Bricktop then closed. But I see that Bricktop is looking to open in Miramar in Florida. So I'm super excited about that. But folks, check it out. This is the change. This is the shift. This is the evolution. This is the reset of our economy, because we're going to see businesses changing and catering to more consumers than just the local traditional shoppers. They're going online, they're extending their reach with marketing, and they are in positions to capitalize on these opportunities for an international customer base, those of which are not concerned with inflation in the US. We're talking about international consumers, shoppers, buyers that have the money, the resources, the wherewithal, the presence of mind to come here and enjoy themselves and stimulate our economy. Therefore, these businesses are going to continue to cater to them. And when they do, that could potentially mean bad things for you and I. Why? Because they know that they can demand a premium. They know that they can raise their prices. They know that these folks really only like about 2 people or maybe 3 besides beer, myself included. This is a game changer, folks. Therefore, what am I telling you this for? I'm telling you this because you have to be prepared for what's happening. You have to be prepared for what's coming. And what's coming is a continuous trend of upward price movement and higher prices, inflation. Price fixing, maybe? I don't know. But the simple fact of the matter is if you're not making more money, then you're going to be left out. You're going to catch the short end of the deal. You're going to draw the short straw. That's what I'm saying. The reset, the wipeout, the economic wipeout, the destruction of the middle class as we once knew it, is going to come in the form of higher prices and pricing people out of the ability to be able to afford what once was, and only offering options of higher prices. So check it out. We got Universal Studios Store. We got Red Oven Pizza Bakery. We've got Panda Express, which is probably pretty high right here. We got Cowfish Sushi Bar and Grill. We got Vivo Italian Kitchen. We've got Big Fire, which is where we're about to eat in just a minute. We've got so many other options here, folks. And these folks, these companies, these businesses, these organizations, the management, the CEOs, the CFOs, the CLOs, all the executives, they're not looking to lower their prices. They're looking to continuously raise their prices. What does this mean? It means that we're on track to see upward trends of higher prices, inflation, price increases, and peaks of which the like we have never seen quite before. And international dollars coming to support it. So what does that mean? That means you have to make 2 choices. The first choice is going to be ignore it, object to it, maybe even reject it, so to speak. That's fine if you choose that. But I will be willing to bet. I'd be willing to bet all of my crypto. I'd be willing to bet all of my XRP. I'd be willing to bet all of my cash that would be converted to CBDC to buy margaritas and hurricanes. I'd be willing to bet all of my resources, all of my future income, all of my monetized revenue that I will see from this platform and many other platforms like it for creating content, which, by the way, if you guys are interested in learning how to do the same, free links, 100% free in the description down below. I'd be willing to bet my ridiculous salary that these businesses will continue on marketing, targeting, and advertising to those international buyers that are coming in with big money to spend and not caring about the U.S. economy, not caring about the U.S. rate of inflation, not caring about the Fed and Jerome Powell and his push for higher interest rates to try to control inflation. I'd be willing to bet that these companies, these corporations, these businesses will continue to raise their prices, and they will continue to be sold out, unable to secure a reservation because they're booked for the night, and stay profitable, stay in business. And that's just the changes, folks. That's just the evolution that we're in. That's just 2023, 2024 moving forward. If you're not building your business to survive and sustain based on the changes in the economy, what'd you get? You got a sweater from Margaritaville.
5 o'clock somewhere, and I got a sweatshirt.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah.
You got bags.
Oh yeah, so I got a sweatshirt hanging out down in here. It's hard to see.
All right, so the question is.
And then, wait, don't forget the Homer Simpson slippers. Simpson slippers.
Who is the target market for these businesses right now?
Parents.
No.
Wait.
Think about it.
What businesses?
All of these businesses, who's their target market?
Tourists.
International consumers.
Okay, that too. Which are tourists.
We are looking at these businesses from a standpoint of domestic expense, not necessarily taking into consideration the international buyers, the international spenders that are coming in.
Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville in Taiwan or in Africa or in Australia, so they come here and get it. Same thing with Homer Simpson stuff over in Universal.
The risk isn't CBDC or central bank digital currency. The risk isn't the de-dollarization of the U.S. currency and
it's the inability to go country to country and be able to spend money.
It's the ability for others to enter into this country and see this as a deal, as a discount.
Okay, I thought we were talking about how if CBDC jumps in, there's the possibility you won't be able to go to other places because the currency
maybe
not.
You think about it, U.S. travelers will be at a disadvantage. International travelers, they're coming here and they're saying this is a discount. You see what I'm saying?
True. That's true. Well, like if we go to Mexico, everything there feels very, very cheap compared to here.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. You know, so it's booming here.
Yeah.
Cowfish booked for the night on a Tuesday.
Yeah, which is great.
The club's going up on a Tuesday.
No, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you got something to say? You got beef? You got beef? But no, what I'm saying, folks, for real though, I want you guys to understand what I'm saying. This is not this is not a plug for me to encourage you guys to click the links in the description and try to earn more money. But it's only me explaining to you what I'm seeing from a consumer standpoint. Yeah, if you want.
Hi guys.
I want. Okay. Indiana here, spending money in Orlando. Okay. This is what I'm talking about, guys. This is not about.
Did they talk to you first?
Yeah, they said, can we be in a video?
Okay.
This is not about. Only international. This is about multi-state, okay? This is about business. This is about the target of which these companies are marketing their services, their products towards, and they are attracting consumers. They're attracting money. They're attracting buyers. They're attracting customers. And that's just what I'm trying to bring to you guys in case perhaps maybe you haven't experienced this, okay? So, simple fact of the matter is that there's no empty vacancy spots here at City Walk, okay? Odds are there probably won't be. Why? Because they position themselves in a way to capture the attention of shoppers, buyers, consumers, and their dollars, okay? And if that's the case, then we don't need to necessarily only focus on domestic United States, American citizens' ability to be able to purchase and make ends meet and stimulate the economy. We need to be looking at this on a global level, an international economy, basically. Therefore, if the international economy can support our domestic economy, then that just means that we're going to see a reduction in interest in domestic consumers, and these businesses are going to continuously raise prices, increase their costs. Maybe not try to increase their costs, but their prices will continuously go up at the expense of us on our daily purchases, our daily expenses, trying to take a visit at City Walk. Hang on one second, I gotta show you guys. What you got here?
Since we couldn't find anywhere to charge a phone while we were walking through Universal, portable charger. I don't know how this works, but I've never seen something like this before. I just thought it was interesting.
It's crazy because we are in a digital age where battery power literally determines how much money you can make. It determines your ability to reach your target. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, folks. So I just want to share this with you so that you guys can be aware of what's happening real time from my perspective. Now, I'm not the end all be all, but I want to share this from my perspective. But if these businesses that are around me are focusing on international buyers and international dollars and not so much on domestic consumer, maybe even lower income, middle class consumers, and they're changing their target market, that is a huge warning sign for us all, okay? Therefore, we need to align and adapt. I'm not telling you to align to a point at which you're eating dinner here every night, but I'm urging you guys to understand the implications of their actions and being prepared for what is coming. The prices are not coming down. The interest rates are not coming down. The costs for pretty much basic necessities are not coming down. Therefore, in order to survive, you're going to have to continuously work to make more money, spend less than you make, have a strong and solid budget, eliminate high interest revolving debt, save and invest. I get it, I understand. You're gonna say, well, Kevin, how can I pull that off? How can I accomplish that on a fixed income, receiving my monthly paychecks, deposits from the government, from the Social Security Administration, from SSA, from survivor benefits, or anything of that nature? I can't give you all the answers, but I can tell you this. I would, if that were me, I would be looking at the income that I have coming in, the expenses I have going out, the options and limitations that I have set upon myself, and how I can maximize and overcome and excel beyond those limits. Because a fixed income of getting by in 2023 is going to be a final nail in the coffin in 2024, 2025, and moving forward in the future. If you're not earning more money, if you're not, developing ways to spend less than you make, if you're not developing and executing on opportunities to create passive income streams, diverse income streams, ultimately to the point of which you're making money while you're sleeping, it's going to be a challenge. I'm not going to say that it's going to wipe you out, but I will say it's going to be a challenge. I will say it's going to be an economic challenge, and none of these businesses around me are in the position or have the mindset of business planning or strategy or strategic business marketing or taking the consumer, the average consumer, into mind when they go to market. They are all looking to raise their prices and raise their margins. And if you're not aligning with that, preparing for that, and adapting to that, then ultimately this could be potentially the final nail in the coffin if you can't find some other form of way to supplement your income, or perhaps maybe receive some handout in the form of food or shelter or utility expense coverage or whatever it may be. These businesses, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I'm gonna be 100% honest and 100% real with you guys. These businesses are looking to make a lot of money, and they don't care who they step on to get there. Therefore, if you're not looking to increase your income, the simple fact of the matter is it comes down to you have to continuously always make more money. Then unless you have a large surplus of savings to try to live off of until, the end of days, you're going to get wiped out. Potentially, you're going to put yourself in a position to be wiped out. This is not scare you. This is not to fear monger. This is not to, cause stress and anxiety. This is just me being real. I'm telling you what I see. I'm telling you what these businesses do. I'm telling you what their plan is. These businesses are not non-profit organizations looking to give away their services for free. They're looking to make money hand over fist and become profitable more so than they ever have been in the past. Therefore, they're going to sell for more. You're going to buy for more. The only difference is, are you going to earn more to be able to survive this economic tsunami, this economic cyclone, this economic catastrophic, devastating weather event, or whatever you may call it, the elimination of the middle class as we know it in 2023, moving forward, 2024. Who knows what the next administration will look like, the next presidential leadership for this country will look like, that will give two shits about the middle class, about the working class, about unions. Although I don't quite know how much Biden really cares about unions. We've seen what he's done to the railroaders. He's literally railroaded the railroaders. I digress. The simple fact of the matter is that this is real, folks. This is the truth, okay? And it's not about that. It's not about this place here or Cowfish or Bubba Gump or whatever, Whopper, Moe's, Panda Express, Burger King. The simple fact of the matter is that all the prices are going up. And if we're not aligning with that to increase our income, then we're ultimately on the path of destruction and demise. I'm not telling everybody to run out and try to become millionaires overnight, but I am telling you guys to pay attention to what's happening and put yourself in a position to increase your earning potential to be able to at least weather the storm versus being wiped out and facing collapse of this economic reset.